The best way to describe Fairy Tail ZERØ ever since it started airing, the one key word that I think it would be the perfect way to describe it is heartwarming. Because every time that you see Mavis, well, maybe not that first part of the episode when you saw like the whole village burning down, really, that was a little bit brutal. But every time that you see every other part of the show and all that, you're just being like, oh, Mavis, I feel really bad right now. Like, whenever she tries to do something or play with dolphins, I'm just like, oh, it melts my old heart. It really does. But let's get into, like, a little bit of treasure hunting with Fairy Tail ZERØ. So people who actually wanted to know, this actually isn't in the manga, actually. If you actually kept following out this one that was, I'm guessing that was omitted. Look, for a lot of Fairy Tail fans, let me know that most of the stuff that we've been going for like, Tartarus, all of that stuff was pretty much like omitted from the manga, and I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I haven't checked out the actual like full Fairy Tail ZERØ. I think I skipped a chapter or two and all that, but I definitely did check the chapter after last week's one that this definitely wasn't in the series. And this is kind of a nice, interesting way to kind of pad out the story, especially since it was only 13 chapters. And like, this is a great way to do it because like, here you go, guys. The best way to go for it all that is like, let's have a little adventure on the boat, which we didn't honestly see too much, like, from what we saw from, like, Yuri, Warded, Pret. Like, we didn't see too, especially Pret, like, he had the least amount of attention out of everyone in the episode. It was mainly just about Mavis going around the ship, finding stuff to explore about, and then even Zera's like, what the hell? Like, Zera wasn't even a big part of the episode either. It was Mavis going around, like, on some dolphins swimming about and enjoying herself, and she was like, actually, if I go down to this ancient secret, like, ancient cavern, I'll be able to find it. Like, this cool little temple I found. And it's like, yeah, since they're like, taking me all the way to get, like, the Tenro Jade, I guess like, the best way I could pay them back is by getting them some, like, treasure and stuff. And she goes down there with these dolphins, and it's like, she's like, with Zeta, it's like, nah, I'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Gets big scuba gear and everything. And it's like, it's honestly just adorable, her going down there playing like with the dolphins and stuff. Like, there's not too much to say. Like, everyone keeps saying, oh man, where's the action, where's the reflect? That's what a lot of stuff and things. But it's like, that's not exactly what like her character is. Like, she was a very third tactician, but it's like, not everything has to start off with like kind of like putting a nut like someone's fist into someone's face, and that's definitely something that the show is very doing, and it's a nice change. Although I can definitely see Fairy Tail fans like who don't really care for this kind of stuff, I can definitely see them getting very bored for a while. And you know what? You don't have to watch it. That's like the kind of simple thing about it. You can still enjoy the actual Fairy Tail that you do. But when that comes back, but this isn't Fairy Tail, this is Fairy Tail ZERØ, and it's a completely different show, even though it's canon to the story. And honestly, how they, like, thought, like, this ancient fish demon thingy that was going down the, like, water, and when you got to see, like, you know, Warren and Yuri coming out there, showing that, yeah, they're actually fighting just not by magic, but by just war, using guns and stuff, and, like, using tasers and stuff, I was like, holy shit, like, this is definitely kind of more hardcore. It's like, it's very interesting, like, every situation that we've seen in the entire series has been solved with magic, and this is kind of one of the first few times that it hasn't been. So it's a nice thing to see a little bit of the change and all that. And honestly, the little bit of the episode is like, hey, you know, the whole like kind of temple that was all exploded, but hey ho, at least we got managed to swipe some stuff from it. I'm like, oh, you motherfuckers, you sly ass. And I just like that at the end, it was just like Pret, he's got his hoodie on, he's just like, like, he's just like sighing, and he's just like, yeah, that's my crew. That's how we are. And I'm looking forward because I did see parts in like next week's third chapter that we do have, you know, some canon stuff in there. And I think there might be a little bit of a Brett. I really don't remember, so I'm not going to be mentioning that unless I like read more of the manga or even finish it. But honestly, it was an enjoyable time. I think it was a fun time to like see some of the episodes. And yeah, I'm definitely going to be continuing it because it's Fairy Tail and I actually really enjoy it. Overall, the best score I can give for this episode is a 7. It was very heartwarming, very nice. Nice little break from like all the big action seriousness from it. And just like, let's have a look at some Fairy Tail characters that we don't really know about and let's see like kind of like have a bit of fun. Mainly like you can see like Mavis is like kind of like childlike innocence and like has no idea about the world. But then as well, she is very smart. She's reads a lot of books and you know, hey, it was kind of nice just to see that boat ride. That's all from me. I was thank you very much for watching as always and I'll catch you guys next time.